Hey guys, it's Gigi. I'm gonna do a little pin curl tutorial for you today. A few of you have asked over the years, and I have a little more time at home now, so I thought, why not now? So first things first, you want to start with damp hair that's not too wet, just damp. I usually use a kind of thick plastic bristle brush to detangle my hair. Make sure that you've got all your knots out and whatnot. And then take your setting lotion if you're using it. You can also try this first without setting lotion. I'm using our Rose Curl set today. I have a handy spray bottle, but we also sell in a drop bottle. So you want to get about a nickel's worth in your hands and then rub it together and I smooth it over the top. And then I get some more, about another nickel's worth, and do the bottom, and you'll figure out what amount works for you best. I have pretty thick hair, and it's not super long, but longish. I find usually 4 nickels worth tend to work best for me. But again, you'll figure that out after doing it a few times, how much is the perfect amount for you. Oh, so then I'm taking a fine toothed comb and combing through my hair to make sure that all of the setting lotion is evenly distributed throughout my hair. Now usually I do this after a shower, and usually I combine it with a face mask. Little double whammy for those of you who are like me and like to do multiple things at once when trying to relax. So comb it through, then find your part, where you want your part, where your part is, and combing through. You might notice throughout this that my hair is not all the right length where it should be. Like my bangs are, maybe my bangs aren't that bad right now actually. I have a habit of cutting my own hair, and I'm not a professional and I do not know what I'm doing, but I do it anyway. So yeah, so now I'm taking about, I don't know, an inch worth of hair, combing that so it's smooth, tucking it under, and rolling. I start with my bangs, just easier that way, then they're out of my way. I then take a little bobby pin and I slide it in. I only need to use one bobby pin. If you have thick, coarse hair, that should be fine. Some people might need to use 2, and you'll crisscross them. When I first started doing pin curls, and if you're not planning on sleeping on your set, I usually do, and I do recommend to get a nice hold, you might want to use slide clips. They're just a little bit easier to handle. So they're like this. When I first started doing pin curls, I'm going to leave that one in because it's near the front, so I won't have to sleep on it. But when I first started doing pin curls, I actually used those all over my head, and then I slept on it, and it was so painful, I'm not gonna lie. It was not comfortable at all, but I insisted it wasn't so bad. And then I finally learned how to use bobby pins. Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a sec. So now I've got my bangs all pinned up, and I then work from kind of the back of my crown. Now here's something else to see. See, my hair is very different lengths here. So what you want to do is take the longer part and make sure you get it all nicely tucked in before you roll again. Yeah, that helps with frizz, making sure your ends are tucked in nicely. And yeah, you just keep going. Keep going, keep going. If your hair starts to feel a little dry, you can add some water. If you're aiming for a very specific hairstyle, you may want to look up a pin curl pattern. There's a lot of great patterns you can find, and you can follow a specific pattern to get a very specific hairstyle. There's also a lot of other great videos out on YouTube and whatnot. If you're looking to achieve a specific hairstyle, I am a go with the flow person, and I just roll. There's no pattern to it. So I'm going to pause it again. I'll come back when we're close to the end. But yeah, you just keep grabbing about an inch of hair-ish and roll. You could also, I know I said I was going to pause it, now I haven't. You could also choose to do even tighter curls. If you have hair that doesn't hold a curl very well, you might do that. I like thicker curls or wider curls because generally I'm going for more of a wave rather than a tight curl look. Okay, now I really am going to pause it. So as I am doing my curls here on pause, I realized something else I should mention. So what I do is I alternate, again to no rhyme or reason, going under and going over. So I'm reaching at the back and getting this long bit, and I'm rolling under, if that makes sense, or I'm rolling, you know, so that the curl's going like this. Yeah, that's under. But other times, I might take a piece like this and roll. Oh yeah, maybe that was over, because is this under? I think this is under. Yeah, so under, over. I, again, don't do this to any pattern or rhyme or reason. I also go with the flow when I do my brush out. Sometimes I do an updo, sometimes I do a downdo, and it almost always is up to my hair, not up to me. So again, yeah, here I'm going under like that, and popping a pin in. But over here, let's say, just so we can show you again that other, what I mean by under and over, or I might do that. Over here, just to switch it up. I find that switching it up every once in a while definitely adds to the volume of the hair. I guess it is important to say too, these front ones all go the same under. I really only do the overs generally when they're hard to reach at the back like that, but sometimes I throw in one or two on the side because again it helps with the volume, with getting fullness. But yeah, often it's also just because it's easier at that time. Okay, all rolled up. So the last thing I guess I'm going to show you for tonight, and tomorrow we'll do the brush out, is that I'm going to wrap my hair in a silk scarf. You can also use a sheer chiffon scarf, especially if you're worried about it drying in time. So you saw I made a triangle a little bit longer in the front. The rest is tucked under, and then you go like that. Then you tuck that underneath. The silk is also great for helping with frizz. Sometimes when I'm too lazy to re-roll my curls, I'll just pile it up. And if I'm not extra lazy, I'll at least wrap it up in a scarf so that everything stays nice. And then you can do whatever you want with the bow. I mean, you're at home, so have fun. You can make a fancy fan. You do whatever you like with that. And then I usually secure it as well with some bobby pins because I move around a lot when I sleep, and silk scarves are slippery, so they'll move around too. Yeah, so I just do two up at the top and two around the back, and that's it. Then you go to bed. And next up is the brush up. So we'll see you then. Thanks.